It's Berlin, 1 round and 4 deals. I have good opponents with brown belts. And I really myself have brown belt, but not this player. Not this these guys. Yes, some things speaking. Now, I'm collecting some chows. That's interesting. It can be pure shifted chows with pung of 5s or 6s as 4th set. I hope to take 1 and 5 dots and also some pung. On the other hand, I have 3 pairs. 3 pairs, but I have good connected tiles really. Yes, when you have not so connected tiles and pairs,
Pung.
I believe it's good to go for pungs or pairs, but when you have such connected things, chows will be simply faster. Chows will be just faster than pungs or pairs. I can take 8 or 9 from the wall and try to go for pure straight. Of course, I meld 1, 2, 3 anyway, but then it will depend on what I drop and what I hold. A pure straight collects just more frequently than pure shifted chows. Pure shifted chows require repeating tiles like 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7 requires 2 3s and 2 5s. And this is about pure shifted chows with step 2. And with step 1 you will need 3 identical tiles. Yes, for example, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5. You'll need 3 3s, 2 2s, 2 4s. That's not, yes, not likely to collect often. I don't think about 4 dots now. Formerly I wait for 4 dots as well, but that's not my mahjong. I wait for 1. Huh. Funny. Nobody needs 5. That's interesting. Nobody needs 5 cracks. No, it's not my mahjong and not pung, of course. The game teases me. As long as I have green belt, it offers me some mahjongs. If I take, for example, that 3 or the south for mahjong, I'll end with minus 60 points because it will be no structure. No. And this will be lack of points. I won't get 8 points and I lose 30 points. You don't have structure, you lose 60 points. And if you don't have enough points, you lose 30 points. In favor of every other player. Yes, minus 60 from me, plus 20 to each other. Minus 30 from me, plus 10 to each other. Where are my ones? Somebody collects lower tiles. Yes. Or maybe collecting lower tiles. The player to my right. The player to my opposite may... Ah, great. 3 ones were in hands, you see? Knitting to my left, knitting to my right, 1 dots to my opposite, and I picked the last one. Very curious. Very lucky. I picked the last one, dots from the wall. Good beginning. Now I just need to ensure my success. Maybe I'll collect low over 4. I don't need this west. I hardly need 9. Let's see what will come from the wall. I have 8 tiles for low over 4. Still 8, yes. And some tiles also for all types. But I have good forms in bands. Maybe it's not a very good move. Maybe I just had to drop useless saunas. This is prevalent wind. I don't want to take this pun right now. But I have 3 pairs. Yes, I didn't mention it earlier, but I had 3 pairs from the beginning. The player to my right begins to develop his hand. We have a male table, yes. I play against 3 guys. Okay, let's drop useless saunas. I'd better drop them than go for all types.
Pung.
Let's try. I won't take 4 points for this win, only 2. Maybe. Maybe they won't play for me. I'd better collect some. Some lower tiles. Or maybe melded hand. By the way. It can be melded hand as well. For example, melded hand, no honors, pung of terminals, that's my 8 points. But I'll try to collect low 4 if possible. So I'll be taking 2 BAMs, dots. No, I see 2 9s already. They are safe. Yes. With such a bad hand, it's really not a good hand. It's average hand at least. I'd better collect something better with it. 3 4 5. I can declare 2 3 4 or 4 5 6, or maybe I'll take 4 BAMs from the left and drop the same 4. The player to my right possibly collects dots. He dropped 3 only. Maybe he wants some pungs. Maybe he wants some pungs and, for example, all pungs, all simples. 4.
Chow.
Let's take this 4. Maybe I'll take... Maybe
Pung.
I'll pick another tile near these 4 bams. Okay. One's dropped. 2 dropped. If I take 2 dots, for example, it will stick to 4.
Mahjong.
Lucky him. Lesser honors. You see, he just got ready for lesser honors and knitted tiles. He didn't take the previous south. Yes, the player to my right decided that south is safe because he dropped 1 previously. But that wasn't so. The player to my left just took it for knitting. Now, another 3 pairs. Another 3 pairs and another plan. Another plan. 4 pairs. Another plan for pure straight, I wanted to say, but who knows? Maybe it will be pungs. Pungs or pairs. Some concealed pungs, maybe. Maybe some pure shifted chows again. Let's go for pungs. Nobody will know what I collect, because I just collect all pungs. People will be collecting pungs themselves. If they don't want to feed into my hand, they'll be collecting pungs themselves. The opposite player doesn't drop dots. Maybe I have to get rid of all dots except 3s, of course. Yes. I'd better go for other suits.
Chow.
The opposite player can give me 8, can give me something else. On the other hand, 9 can go to the left. No. Good. Let's drop this and maybe...
Pung.
Aha, that's interesting. I can wait for 2 or the last one. Let's calculate. Last tile. Last tile. Pung of terminals, no honors, that's 6. If I'll have 2 concealed pungs, that will be 8. So I'll be able to win with the last one. 2. 2 didn't go anywhere. That's curious. But somebody has a pair of 2s. Very possibly. Maybe I need to drop this 2 as well. Maybe I need to drop these 2 dots and wait for
Pung.
4, for example. The player to my left didn't meld. The opposite player drops many good tiles, you see. Many very good tiles, but the player to my left doesn't take them. Maybe he has some irregular hand again, some knitting. That was the last one. Okay. I wasn't ready for this one. I'd better wait for 4 with 3 concealed pungs, you see? Maybe I'll switch. Sorry. Maybe I'll switch to
chow,
another waiting. But 4? Okay. 3
chow,
5s dropped. The last 5 is here. And maybe somebody will give me my 2. Maybe the opposite player who collects. Maybe dots. Maybe outside. Not likely outside hand because he dropped good tiles. The game teases me, yes. 6 could go to the right. That's curious. 5. Isn't it safe?
chow,
1. Great. Yes, that's it.
mahjong,
Very nice. 3 concealed pungs. And all pungs. Don't forget to count all pungs in real life game. Because when you see such rare and expensive hand like 3 concealed pungs, you can forget to count other fans, more humble fans, yes, just like all pungs, yes, just like plain all pungs. Now, it's the last deal. I am the leader. The player to my left is on the second place, but he hardly can get to the first place, really. I can think about chows, yes. I'll be dropping some useless tiles, and maybe I'll collect mixed triple chow 789. Yes, if I take 9 dots, if I'll pick 7 and 8 from the wall in BAMs, 4, 5, 6. It can be also something like mixed straight. 1, 2, 3 BAMs, 4, 5, 6 cracks, 7, 8, 9 dots. But I don't have a pair for this plan then. I'll split this pair. Okay. Look, it looks closer. I have 4th set for it. I'll wait for 4 or 2 dots instead of this 2 BAMs. I hope to take another pair. I hope to take 5 cracks and 9 dots, of course. No, it's not mine. 3. 3 is good. 2 is safe against the player to my right. That's why I drop it. 5's dropped. The opposite player. Who could tell this 2 will come? Yes, it could be 1, 2, 3 and pair of 2s as my eyes. Well, not very frequent thing. The opposite player possibly collects knitting. We'll see it after the game. No, of course not. 8. 8. It can be, you see, 1, 2, 3 BAMs, 4, 5, 6 dots, 7, 8, 9 cracks. This mixed straight. Not strictly 4, 5, 6 cracks, 7, 8, 9 dots. But also 4, 5, 6 dots. I'll be waiting for 5 dots then. I just don't want to split this pair. But maybe I'll take another 3. 1 3 bams dropped. 2 3s in my hand. Maybe I'll drop 3. Maybe I'll drop 8. Five. Okay. Maybe I'll take 6. That's always maybe in Mahjong. Many suggestions, many waitings. One was dropped once. The player to my right possibly
Chow.
collects cracks. Maybe even full flush and cracks. Maybe half flush, maybe full flush. We don't see reds on the table, and only one white. Okay, let's do this, as long as it was dropped once. If I take the last 5 dots, I'll be waiting for 5 cracks then. No. No, but who may need this? Nobody needs this. That's interesting. All owners are in the wall. Yes. Ouch. Not my deal. Not my deal because I don't... Maybe my deal. I'm skipping many good opportunities. I just skip many things. If I drop 7 dots, and I'll be waiting for the last 5. How many pairs I dropped? 3. 4 if we count one cracks. 2 ones I dropped already. Who may need this? North? Nobody collects honors. Maybe the opposite player waits for some self. Let's see what I can do with the last, with 5. I can take 5 cracks from the wall now. Five cracks from the wall because it will be fully concealed hand, all chows, shot straight, and closed weight. 8 points. That's the last 5. 3. No, I don't need 3. And the player to my...
Mahjong.
Oh, lucky him. But I remained at the first place. Lucky him, he collected many points, but he didn't even get into plus zone. Yes, he remained with minus 12. He could win with the tile from the wall, but there were too few tiles, only 10. Let's see. The opposite player collected knitting, yes, as I guessed. He was one step behind ready hand. He needed white. He needed 3 cracks and 2 bams. And south. What about south? One south was still in the wall. The player to my left collected knitting as well, and he was ready. He waited for 6, dots, 2 cracks, and green. All greens, 1, 2, 3. Yes, all greens were out. The last green was here in the knitting, in another knitting. So he could hope for 2 or 6. What about 6s? 6, 6. He could hope for 6 dots, yes. And what about 3s? 3s cracks, 1 here, 1 here, another here, and the player to my right picked from me the third 3. Okay. But with 10 tiles in the wall, you hardly can hope to pick your winning tile by yourself from the wall. Well, that's it. I fed into an expensive hand, but with so many points, I still remain at the first place. If I knew that the player to my left collects knitting, then I could try to give him some tile, but really what I had, 6 dots I could give him. I didn't have 2 cracks, I didn't have green, I could give him 6. Well, this result is good, rather good as well, as long as I took the table. Thanks all.